What about the not so good things about alcohol use? What are some of the things that you would say have led
Well,
to you?
there's been problems, and they've surfaced in the form of conflicts with people that have occurred while I was drinking,
Okay.
DUI. Um,
So I can see where the conflicts with people would certainly affect your relationship with your family and your.
she's not happy with me all the time when I'm drinking. That's for
So
sure.
it affects your marital relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it has, and it, you know, it's gotten back. You know, things have happened that have gotten back to my work and places. You know that, you know, I didn't really want that to be known, but
Mhm.
there's not
Okay.
much you can do about it.
Okay, so the alcohol is not just in terms of the ideals we spoke about. There was kind of 3 or 4 major elements of that vision. It's not just simply affecting the relationship with your wife, but affecting some aspects of your work, which support your wife.
Yeah,
And
that's
your
true.
children. Yeah.
Well, it's not like my job is threatened, but certainly there are, you know, problems that have gotten back to my work. It's not the best situation.
Well, let's, if we could, take some time and maybe you could share with me more about what you're talking about. What types of things?
Well, I mean, I travel a bit in my job, and because I have to be able to drive, if I lost my driver's license, that would be a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
And that
Have you
nothing
had
was
some-
actually said about that, but you know, it's you know, it's still it's
Yeah.
right, you know, because it hasn't actually happened,
Right.
but it's
So
known.
Nothing. Okay, known, and
Yeah.
nothing's been said.
Yeah.
So this is, people are aware that you drink while you're under the influence.
It wouldn't be easy to replace that job, or it wouldn't be easy to explain why I needed to.
Right. Are there other details surrounding your job? I mean, how often is this the driving while under the influences occurs? Is it a big thing, or once in a great?
Well, when I go out and drink, I probably am driving under the influence a lot.
Oh, really? So it's not something that's
I mean, given
just
the
New Year's Eve or.
right, given the ratio of alcohol to what's considered to be driving under the influence, it probably doesn't take me long to get there.
Right. Okay.
And
So
then when I leave, I'm sure it's not
this is a
a case
near
where
daily-
there's, you know, where it's debatable.
This is a near daily thing.
No, I wouldn't say it's near daily, but it's regular. It's regular occurring. It's maybe a weekend. It's probably every weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it sometimes through the week. And this time of the year, you know, during the holiday time, it's a lot.
Yeah. I'm hearing more days than not.
Yeah, more days than not.
Yeah. Okay. And you've had at least one DUI.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And are there other ways in which your drinking could affect your job?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good about getting into work, and when I'm at work, I'm excuse me, capable of getting my work done. But I don't know. I don't know if anybody has perceived that there's been a drop off in my performance.
Okay. So there's some
Not been
occasions where
said.
you're late or come in with a bit of a hangover.
Yeah, that's probably true. And although that's not become an issue, but it may be evident to other people to some degree.
Right. While nothing's been said, it is sufficient and has affected your work?
It is something my
In a
wife
way that-
worries about, though,
Mhm.
actively.
Okay. So your wife brings this up, and the
Yeah.
fact that you're
Yeah.
drinking may cause your career world to
Yeah,
be influenced.
absolutely. That's it's definitely a concern.
What has she said, or why has she said it?
Well, she's, said she didn't think I should drink the way that I do on nights that I have to work in the morning. That she doesn't think that I'm completely recovered when I get up and leave from my drinking. She's made that comment to me.
She's observed some
Yeah.
fogginess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She doesn't say fogginess, but yeah, exactly. She's observed.
Okay, so she's made comments about this.
Yeah.
Right. Are there other aspects of Pat of how your drinking is not such a good thing? We've talked about work, and it seems to be a major element of work. What else?
Well,
How
I
does
mean,
this affect
at
you?
home, I mean, she's not happy at all when I'm drinking.
Yeah, so it's
She doesn't really want to be around me when I've had too much to drink, which is usually when I drink, I would fall into that category for her.
okay. There are things that have annoyed her. There are
Yeah,
things that
she's
occur.
definitely annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not. She doesn't find anything, normal about that.
Normal about heavy drinking.
Like me, who I normally am. She thinks that I'm a completely different person.
Okay. So, when you drink, your wife becomes quite concerned about the change in the way you act.
Yeah, she doesn't always say much. She just doesn't come around me. And then,
Yeah.
on occasion, she does say that if we have plans to go and do something, she has said, well, she's just not going if if it's just going to be me just drinking the way that I normally drink. It's not going to be any fun for her, and she's not going.
It's becoming a wedge between the two of you, it sounds like.
It has, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Other things that may be of great concern?
There's been, well, I don't know of great concern. There's been a couple of times
Some
I've
concern.
acted
Yeah.
in ways that I regretted
Mm-hmm.
publicly
Okay.
when I drank.
Go on.
Well, I
Yeah.
just said things and acted in just stupid drunken behavior,
Right.
but
Arguments.
that was hurtful to other people or upsetting or bothersome or whatever.
So
It's not all the time, but on occasion. Yeah.
there have
Same.
been occasions where your drinking has interfered with some of your friendships.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And how so? Are these minor kinds of things, or?
Well, I wouldn't say that I've ever lost a friend over my drinking, but I've lost the quality of some of my friends, a closeness there, because there's a couple of buddies that their wives were like, "No, you're not going out and drinking with Pat. He's,
Okay.
So there's a problem there.
Okay. Your drinking is to an extent that causes minor concern among other people.
I guess I don't know. I wouldn't. It would be hard for me to say because sometimes they just come on anyway, and other times they're just not there, and so you have to wonder.
So that could be a bit of a factor.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be they just don't want us to talk about it, which I
Yeah.
can understand that too.
You understand that they may not want to discuss. Well, my wife is.
I mean,
concerned about
I
me
don't
hanging
want
with
to.
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can understand they're not wanting to.
Okay.
When that's going on, the last thing I want to do when I'm trying to go have a good time is to talk about how there was this little Cold War going on at home before I left, or heated discussion or whatever range of
Yeah.
conflict it was.
How does that affect you?
Oh, I don't like
just-
it at all. I really don't like it at all.
Yeah. And talking to you, I get the sense that it's a minor deal. It's just not a big deal to you. That
Well, it was probably minor 10 years ago.
okay.
It's just become like the thing that you just had to. It's just a variable you have to add in there when you're trying to figure out where you're going and what you're gonna do and how you gonna get past the old lady kind of thing.
Okay.
It's not the best.
Well, let me try to summarize then. We started out with, excuse me, with your ideals of your life, and they centered again around wife,
Mm-hmm.
right? Children,
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, at the very top of this, health and well-being,
Yeah.
and happiness,
Mhm.
and to some extent, outside family and or extended family, as well as friends in
Yeah.
the community. And as we've talked about the not so good things, you've indicated that it sounds like your use of alcohol is to some degree, maybe a minor degree, interfering with all those important aspects, all those visions of yours, your ideals of life.
Yep.
So,
That's correct. And to some degree, it's impacted all of the things that are important